Okay, let's talk about Africa. And I mean really talk about it. I want you to try and forget everything you think you know, because we're about to go on a journey through a continent that is somehow both the cradle of all humanity and the absolute future of the global economy. It's a place of staggering diversity that's so often misunderstood. So let's dive right in.
I want to start with just a number 54. What does that mean to you? Any ideas? Take a guess. It's the number of countries on the African continent, 54. Think about that for a second. That's 54 unique cultures, 54 different economies, 54 distinct political systems. So the next time you hear someone talk about Africa like it's one single place, well, you'll know they're missing the real story. And this incredible complexity, it starts with something you might think you have a handle on, but probably don't. The actual, true size of Africa.
Get this. Africa covers a whopping 20% of the Earth's total land area. To put that into perspective for you, you could fit the United States, China, India, Japan, and most of Europe inside of Africa, and you would still have room to spare. It's just massive. And this huge continent is home to a population that's growing incredibly fast. By 2026, it's expected to hit 1.57 billion people. That is more than the entire population of North and South America combined. But look, Africa isn't just about size. It's about people, and its human story is this fascinating paradox. It is both the oldest and the absolute youngest place on Earth. How does it even work? Let's break it down. This is a really big one. Africa is quite literally where it all began for us. It's the only continent where we have found a complete fossil record of human evolution at every single key stage. In a very, very real sense, we are all African. All right, now let's fast forward a couple million years to right now. I've got another number for you, 19.5. Any guesses what that could be? That is the median age in Africa. Just think about that. Half of the entire population is under 20 years old. This makes Africa the youngest continent on the planet, and it's not even close. With over 60% of its population under 25, Africa is absolutely poised to become the engine of the global economy in the 21st century. So you've got this young, incredibly dynamic population living on a continent that is, and I mean this literally, sitting on a treasure chest. Let's talk about Africa's natural resources. Okay, these numbers are just mind-boggling. Africa has 30% of the world's mineral reserves. And if that wasn't enough, it also has 65% of the world's uncultivated arable land. You know what that means? Africa has the potential to feed the entire world. And let's get even more specific, because this is wild. We're talking 40% of the world's gold, up to 90% of its chromium and platinum. These are the fundamental building blocks of our modern world, and Africa has them in staggering abundance. But here's the thing, Africa's economic story isn't just about digging things out of the ground anymore, not by a long shot. It's also about looking to the future, and in some cases that means looking way, way up to the stars. This right here, this is the new Africa. On one hand, you've got that traditional, powerful, resource-based economy. But on the other, you have this booming tech scene, with countries all across the continent investing heavily in everything from fintech to, yes, actual space exploration. And we're not talking small potatoes here. The African space industry is expected to be worth over $22 billion by 2026. This isn't just some vanity project. It's a serious strategic investment in Africa's future through communication, through Earth observation, and through data. So who are the major players leading the charge? Well, you've got countries like Egypt, Nigeria, South Africa, and Morocco paving the way, launching their own satellites and developing their own domestic space industry. This is all happening right now. And finally, we absolutely cannot talk about Africa without talking about its breathtaking natural beauty. This is truly a continent of superlatives, a place where nature still reigns on an epic, epic scale. All right, get ready for a whirlwind tour. First up, we've got the Sahara, the largest hot desert in the entire world. Next, you have the Nile, the longest river on Earth, the very cradle of ancient civilizations. Then there's Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak, its snow-capped summit just this incredible beacon in the sky. And finally, Victoria Falls, the smoke that thunders, one of the most powerful and absolutely spectacular waterfalls in the world. So, there you have it. Africa, a continent with our oldest human history and our planet's youngest people. A land of incredible natural wealth and burgeoning technological innovation. The question is, what's next? With its young, dynamic population and its vast resources, Africa is truly poised to shape the 21st century. The only question is how.